Day 14 of this experiment. A car salesman looks at me, looks at my watch, and quietly knocks $2,200 off the price before I say a single word about negotiating. That watch cost $40 to rent for the weekend. This is what happened when I spent 30 days deliberately looking rich. To find out if status is actually a financial strategy or just an expensive story we tell ourselves. There's a piece of advice that's been recycled since the 1980s. Dress for the job you want. Fake it till you make it. Look successful, and success follows. It sounds like motivational poster nonsense. But here's the uncomfortable part. There is real psychology behind why this sometimes works, and real psychology behind why it usually backfires and quietly costs people money instead of making them any. Most videos on this topic pick a side. They either tell you status is completely fake and irrelevant, or they tell you to go finance a Rolex you can't afford. Both answers are wrong. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which situation status pays for itself in and which ones it bankrupts you in. Here's how it was built. Over 30 days, I ran the same 5 real-world situations twice each. Once presenting as an average, unremarkable version of myself, and once presenting with deliberate status signals. Same script, same requests, same day of the week. The only variable that changed was how I looked walking in the door. The 5 situations: negotiating a used car price, sitting down for a small business loan consultation, cold emailing for a business partnership, walking into a high-end retail store, and running 2 versions of a dating app profile. The status version used a rented blazer, a $40 watch rental, business cards with an upgraded mailing address, and a borrowed car for the pickup. Total prop cost for the entire month, $380. Everything else, the words I said, the offer I made, the message I sent, stayed identical. Car negotiation, the status version closed at an average of 4.8% lower than the average presentation version. On the same car, same day, same opening offer. Loan consultation, the status version got a same-week meeting 60% faster, and the loan officer spent noticeably longer answering questions, but the actual approval odds didn't move, because eventually the bank pulls the same credit report either way. Cold email for a business partnership. The status version got triple the reply rate. Identical email, different sign-off and letterhead. Retail store. Staff approached the status version in under 30 seconds. The average version waited over 4 minutes and was upsold less. Dating app. The status signaling profile got more matches, but the conversations were shallower and more transactional. More attention, less substance. Here's the mechanism. When a stranger has to decide fast whether to trust you, help you, or give you a better deal, their brain doesn't have time to verify who you actually are, so it reaches for a shortcut. Psychologists call it the halo effect. One visible signal, wealth, competence, status, gets used to infer a dozen other things you never actually demonstrated. This shortcut exists because, for most of human history, visible resources reliably signaled the ability to provide, to protect, or to follow through. The brain never fully updated for a world where a status symbol can be rented for the weekend. There's also a second layer economists call costly signaling. Status symbols work as signals specifically because they are expensive to fake. So even a stranger's brain assumes the cost was real and extends trust accordingly, without ever checking. Now the part most fake it till you make it content leaves out. This only worked with strangers making fast, one-time decisions. It did not work with anyone who already knew me. Coworkers and existing contacts reacted to the same signals with suspicion, not deference. A pattern researchers call the status-seeking penalty. Trying visibly hard to look successful in front of people who already have a track record on you reads as insecurity, not power. The dating results tell the same story from a different angle. More matches, but lower quality conversations. Because the signal attracted attention rather than genuine interest. Added up financially. $380 in props produced roughly $2,600 in measurable gains. But only inside first contact, transactional situations. Outside of that narrow window, the same signals cost trust instead of buying it. So here's the actual takeaway, not buy status, but this. 1. Identify the 2 or 3 genuinely high leverage, first contact moments in your business or life where a decision maker has to judge you fast. Negotiation
and cold outreach.
First meeting,
new doors.
cold outreach.
These are moments
2.
to leverage.
Rent or borrow the signal rather than buying it outright. This experiment proved a $40 rental produces the same effect as owning the real $9,000 watch. because the other person can't tell the difference and has no way to check. 3. Take the money you were about to spend on status symbols everywhere, all the time, and put it into things that build trust with people who already know you, a track record, testimonials, work you can point to. Those compound. A rented watch expires the moment you give it back. If you want the exact script and numbers I used to negotiate that car discount, it's linked below. And if you want to see what happened when I ran the same experiment but for competence instead of status, that video's right here. Subscribe so you don't miss it.